So I've never done this before, but as some of you might know, I've been testing lots of products over the last few years, and over the last 1.5 years I've been skating some liners from this brand called MYFIT. And also 1.5 years ago I saw for the first time their new liners that just came out now. They're called CROWN liners, and since the beginning I really wanted to try them, but they're only available now. So what I'm gonna do today is, I can't say that I'm gonna unbox it because they don't come in a box, but they do come in these bags. So I don't know if the name of this video should be Unbag It. I have no idea, but I'm gonna show you some details about these liners. These are called the CROWN, I think you can read it. And okay, let's start it. So the first thing that it's really easy to see when you grab the liner is that, like, they're super solid and they kind of feel like they have like they're fat on top, not too fat, but they're like thick. I haven't tried them on the skates yet, but should be okay. Then you can also feel that they have like this silicone in the back. There's like these little, I don't know if you can see it, maybe it's out of focus, but I'll show it to you later. But there's like some silicone dots here that are supposed to keep your heel in the right place on the skate. Also, something really cool about these liners is that they're not one size only. If I'm gonna speak about Portuguese size, about European sizes, these liners are 42, 43. If I'm talking about American size, this should be a 9-10 liner, and in UK this should be a 8-9. Why are these liners two sizes? Because the front part of these liners, it's expandable. The material that we have on the toe area, it's expandable, and for me it's quite cool because I feel like I could downsize some skates, not on the USD-ANs that I've been skating, but if I would be skating like the USD-7s that I had before, I could go for the 42 European size, which is quite cool because usually people don't like to have like big bulky skates. Also, something that I can see right here, which is different from the old liners, is that you see this protection here for the cuff bolt. Usually they had these on the MYFIT Fat Boy liners, but with some skates you were still damaging the liners because this protection didn't add this little extra part right here. So right now the liners should last a lot longer when it comes to the pressure made by the cuff bolt. Also, something cool is that this is a Velcro with a shock absorber. Right now, like nowadays, I don't put that much shock absorber. I rather skate my skate as flat as possible, but I don't do that much gaps anymore. But for all of you that really like to do gaps, this might help you, and at least you know that the shock absorber won't be moving around, which is quite cool. Then something that I noticed yesterday when I first got them was that tongue was kind of stiff, but if you do want to have it a little bit softer, you can take this part out, which is kind of like a PVC. I really have no idea what material this is, but without that material the tongue is a lot more like flexible. Not that this would affect your forward flex, because the forward flex would be more like here, a little bit lower in the liner, but if you want to feel the buckle against your feet more, this would help you with it. So I think I'm gonna keep it for my skating. Also, something different about these liners is that you can have some extra can have some more support. How? Well, they come with this part which I don't really know how to call. It's kind of like a cuff on the liner, but you could take it out. If you take it out, the liner should be like a regular liner without that much support. But when you put these on, and once again it's with a Velcro, you have more support, and at the same time you can lace it. You see? You can lace the liner all the way to the top. But the reason why you can have more, you'll have more support with these is because inside this little cuff, if that's the name I can call it, you'll have, let me see if I can take it out. Once again, the same material on the sides. Let's see if you can see it here. See? Kind of like a little pocket. And this is supposed to make the liner a little bit more stiff. And you can really feel it. I haven't tried them on the skates, but I think that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna put them on the skates and then I'll show you how they look on the skates. And that's it. The liner seems to me as high as a fat boy liner. And yes, there's some red details, but it looks like when you put it on the skate you won't be able to see it other than these, because the skate will cover the whole liner, so you won't really see the red part. I don't know, if you're one of those color addicts on your skates, you won't really see the red, but you can always spray paint them if that's what you want. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna put it on the skates and show it to you. Okay, so these are my USD and Nick Lomax, and on these skates I had the MYFIT second skin liners, which are a lot slimmer than the liners that I'm gonna put right now, the Crown liners. See? These ones are like super skinny, they're super comfortable. But one of the reasons why I like these liners that much was because I could feel more space inside the skate. I have no idea if I'm gonna feel the same when I put the Crown liner, but since it's a 42-43 liner, I should have a little bit more room inside. So let me just now feed the Crown liner inside the Nick Lomax ANs. They are a little bit harder to put on, but that's also because they're a lot stiffer, not just because they're not as slim, but they're a lot stiffer. Yep. Just close these, close the laces. And you won't really see that much red, like I told you. You'll see a little bit of red in the front. I quite like it, just here in the tongue, next to the toe area. But other than that, they seem like super stiff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna skate them, and then whenever I can, I'm gonna put these liners in other skates. And make sure you subscribe the channel and make me as many questions as you want about these liners. And in my next video about the same liners, I'm gonna be trying them in other skates. I can also reply to the questions you make me right now. So that's it. I'm gonna skate. Bye. Poof.
Vou viver até quando